The more I learn, the more I understand. The lessons never end. Oh, once I felt I worked through it, then I stumble right back into it. Oh, life keeps spinning me in.
Hello, do you enjoy new music from new talents? If so, then you're in the right place. Welcome to Effervescent Sounds. I'm your host, Matheus Piovesan. This platform will take you through a journey to present new up-and-coming artists through live sessions, interviews, quick-fire questions, and games. In this episode, we're going to talk about what it takes to build dreams in a foreign country using the story of our guest of the day. So let me introduce her. LEA KAY creates music with purpose. She believes that music can heal and unite people. She came from Poland to London to study music. After years developing her craft and her sound, she's finally debuting her first EP. Last year, she was commissioned by Unilever to write and sing a song for a project that empowers the youth in South Africa. She has a voice that is beautiful and a heart that shines effortlessly. Welcome to the show, LEA KAY.
What a beautiful introduction. Thank you so much, Matheus. Thank you.
So, LEA, our goal of this show is to make connections between new artists and the audience. And one easy way to make this connection is by finding artists that people already know, that are out there,
Absolutely.
that are related to you. Can you pick 3 artists that are similar to you, that people would listen to and think like, okay, similar sound?
Absolutely. I think the 3 ones that I'd go for that sort of inspired me in some way along the way is Alicia Keys, India Arie, and her.
Amazing. Why would you say so?
Alicia Keys inspired me for a very long time because she writes her music behind the piano and sings. So that's definitely something that I do in my process. Her, because of the modern production and the pulsating synths and basses that she uses in her beautiful production. And India Arie, because she writes songs about hope and self-acceptance. And that's definitely something that I really draw into my music.
Can you say to me like one artistic reference that is not obvious, but that makes a lot of sense for you?
Absolutely. It would be Tolstoy, the Russian writer. I love the poetry. And when you listen to my lyrics, they have elements of poetry in them. So that's one of the biggest influences.
You've just released your first EP, The Abundance Project,
Correct.
with 5 tracks.
Yes.
And for a lot of artists, it's very difficult to put out their first songs because it's a process that comes with a lot of doubt and fear and a lot of feelings, I would imagine, that artists struggle. I would like to know, how was this process for you?
Absolutely. First of all, beautiful question. And you rightly so have already put it out there that the process of creating music in itself is a process of self-doubt. So when how do you get from that point to a point where you are happy to share it with the public? And that in itself is a process of self-acceptance, I think. And obviously a lot of trials and errors. So the amount of music I have created in the recent years that has never been sort of finalized or never got as far as this EP is plenty.
You performed for us the song The More I Learn. And in the chorus you sing, the more I learn, the more I understand, the lessons never end. There's a lot of wisdom in that quote. What have you learned, LEA KAY, especially during lockdown?
I've learned that, especially, when you actually speak of lockdown, because you are, as I said earlier, confined to these 4 walls of your own home, you're faced with all of those things that you thought you worked through, And then turns out, because you've got all this space to think, to be with yourself, to at times be bored, you then realize that actually you might have not worked through them as much as you have. And not to be afraid of actually facing those lessons, not to be afraid of going back to something that you just are like, don't want to look at it, Please don't place it in front of me. It's like, bring it on, embrace it, learn the lesson and overcome it. What you're going to do with it? Are you going to surrender to the challenges, or are you going to try and fight with them? Because if you do fight, it's probably not going to be a nice journey.
And I would like to go through some quick fire questions.
Go for it.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Are you ready for it?
Ooh.
I would like to know a Polish artist that you would like the world to know.
Paulina Przybysz. She's absolutely amazing. Although you won't be able to understand the lyrics if you are not a Polish speaker. Her music is so diverse. She goes from rapping to singing soul to gospel to just, R&B, just beautiful, beautiful catalog of music.
An artist or a song that you were listening when you were a teenager.
Britney Spears.
Yes! Well, I'm a huge Britney fan. I'm Britney stan here.
But
we haven't agreed on this, but what can I say? Yes, Britney. It's Britney,
I mean,
bitch.
hit me baby one more time, right?
Oh my
Just
gosh.
like-
Okay. Don't ask me twice.
Those cheerleader music videos were just like my whole childhood. I really loved it.
Since the name of the show is called Effervescent Sounds,
Mhm.
I'm going to ask you some questions related to it.
Mhm.
So, a fresh new artist that is pushing the industry forward.
I think Connor Albert. He's from London, and he's really going into some exciting new territories, merging jazz and soul and R&B and acoustic with electronic production, and making it so tasteful.
An artist that has already died, but it still remains fresh and influences people.
Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston. Those are such icons, and I don't think they will ever get out of date. Amy Winehouse, so
Yeah.
many of them, right?
Yeah,
Just so
yeah.
many.
And now I want to shout out to an emerging artist that deserves more recognition.
For me, the music of Nubian Twist, they're not an artist, they're a whole band, they're a collective, is just something out of this world. And Nubian Twist are absolutely sensational. They create such a new world of music. It's the most unique sound I have heard in years, and I just really believe that they are worthy of more attention than they get. Absolutely.
Connection with pop culture. Connecting with an artist goes beyond music. It's not just the tracks that they make, but also what they read, what they listen to, what they watch, or who they admired in the entertainment field. So now I'm going to ask you about all these topics, all right?
Mhm.
Last series you binge watched.
Dead to Me. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Freaky. By the time I got to the second season, I was like, I'm not sure I'm enjoying this anymore.
Talking about entertainment,
Mhm.
do you have a character from a movie or a series that you really would like to hang out with?
Phoebe, Friends.
Yes.
Smelly cat, what are they feeding you? Yeah, Phoebe.
A book that moves you, and why have you enjoyed so much?
The last book that really moved me and changed my views on the world a lot, and really left me with this heavy feeling of I really have a lot to learn, a lot to think about, is the book entitled Why I No Longer Talk to White People About Race. It just speaks about the racial injustice ingrained in our system. And that is definitely a beautiful read that I would recommend everyone to get their hands on. Very
Nice.
eye-opening, very eye-opening.
Thank you very much for our
Oh,
interview.
thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
I would like you to share all your socials.
Beautiful. Everyone, it's so nice to be here. Thank you so much, Mateus, for having me here. What a lovely, lovely space for upcoming artists. Keep it coming, keep it going. I'm looking forward to other artists who are going to be part of this platform. You guys can find me on leakay.official on across all socials, whether that's TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook. And Leah, you spell it with LEAKAY. leakay.official. Thank you. I look forward to meeting you.
Amazing, well done. And like now I'm gonna share like our socials as well, like Effervescent Sounds.
Go.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
so you can go for Effervescent Sounds on Instagram, like Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, what else, YouTube, podcast, the podcast that you like, where you listen to podcasts as well. So go follow us, hit the subscribe button, and yeah, let's keep on going in this journey with us.
Absolutely. Support upcoming artists and people such as Mateus who create these spaces for us to find a way to meet you, for you to potentially become a listener of our art, because who are we without you, right? And thank you, Mateus, for creating this platform that gives us this opportunity to meet new audiences. Thank you.
Amazing, amazing. I'm very excited to be doing this. And see you next time, guys.
So indecisive. Oh, I'm easily swayed. Oh, once or twice I've followed someone else's steps. Oh, I'll get to where I need to, and I'll be there on time. I don't want to rush the sun coming down. Oh, I don't want to rush my heart. The more I learn, the more I understand. The lessons never end. Oh, once I felt I worked through it, then I stumble right back into it. Oh, life keeps spinning me in circles. I'm tired of that chase. I might as well surrender with grace. Chasing these trophies, yeah, you know that won't do. Walk through this life with grace and let your soul shine through. All these times you followed in somebody else's path, and all these dreams that you've been thinking of, take your time, come into light no matter what. Choose your line, fail, it's fine, just get up and try again. Oh, just try again. The more I learn, the more I understand. The lessons never end. Oh, once I felt I worked through it, then I stumble right back into it. Oh, life keeps spinning me in circles. I'm tired of that chase. I might as well surrender with grace. Oh, ba-da-da-ba-ba. Awesome.